This video is for people who want to determine what the best location has the most demand for Airbnb homes via the map. It's come to my attention that there are people offering services out there, search engines, that you pay money and then you gain access to their map that shows which location has the highest prospects. You don't need to pay money. You can look on the Airbnb map and it shows right there. And if you need to cross reference it to a real estate website, pull up their map, look at them side by side. And one of the reasons you're doing this is you yourself are an investor. You had money that came in via, I don't know, inheritance, or you have a down payment and you're thinking to yourself, I'd like to buy a home or I'd like to rent out. And you want to use Airbnb. We're just focusing on Airbnb for this video. And so you have yourself an investor. You're like, hey, Mr. Investor, I think you should buy a home here. It's really simple. It needs to be in close proximity to where you are if you are the person that wants to be the co-host of this house. If you live in Los Angeles, you don't want to buy a home in Florida. Granted, I guess you could if you lived in a remote part of the world, but you want to travel to a nicer location. It makes sense to buy a home there, so it forces you to go there. But that's not really a reality. What I'm saying is, if you live in Lincoln, Nebraska, and you buy a home in Hawaii and you have to rent it out, it'll force you have to go to Hawaii. That costs a lot of money, FYI. But if you have to travel an hour and a half north, hour and a half south, a 3 hour radius, okay, that's understandable. Even if the place is kind of expensive, because here in this video, we're looking on a map. We needed to get the map to pop up. So, and seasonality is another thing. The summertime, are the prices going to increase? Maybe on the coast, yes. But we're looking on the I-5 corridor from the Pacific Northwest, and we just typed in Pacific Northwest on the Airbnb to get the map up. All we want is the map up. Otherwise, it'll make the decision for you, and it'll say, oh, you can see it has icons on the top where it says castles, mansions. You just want a regular house. And you could type it, you can click the filter right there. And I don't know, just to make it simple, we'll put 3 bedroom home because I think, I don't know, I could be wrong, but that is a probably somewhere where people don't want to party. I don't know. I mean, you get college students in there. That's my biggest thing, is getting people who want to party. I just want to get a family in there that wants to relax, 3 bedroom home, and close to where they work. I don't want it in a touristy area. Maybe you like putting in the extra effort and getting the money coming in, the high turnover. Not me. No. Mm-mm. I like you in that house. I like you staying put. I like you relaxing, living your life, not partying. That's me. Anyways, so back to this investor. Hey, Mr. Investor, I think you should buy a home here. Now, the home should probably be in proximity to where you're going to be at because you're the co-host. And you should probably get an idea to what the investor is going to want to spend. $300,000, and is there, maybe you're looking at now a condo. I don't know. But buying a 3 bedroom house for $300,000 isn't realistic. Is he going to mortgage it? Is this investor going to mortgage the home? Because now you have to get enough rent in that home that covers the mortgage. You want to get paid? Now you're going to want to have it higher than the mortgage, the rent into the home higher than the mortgage, so you can pay yourself. These are all things you need to pay attention to. So as we're looking at this map, we got to get the map up. Type in, where you live. Let's say you live in Texas. Renting homes in Texas. Type it into the search. Look at the map. Look what the rate is on there. If it's in the sticks, sometimes it's kind of expensive because there aren't homes to compete with nearby. But just get the map up. It's at this point that you can start researching anomalies versus the real estate map. And a really expensive home, $1 million, doesn't rent for all that much in this part of the country. But then you got a $500,000 home on this part of the country that rents for double the price as the $1 million home. And why is that? Is it because of vacationers? Is it because of people that work in the area? And you should be taking notes. In fact, you should be making videos just like this, just so that you can come back and see the notes, timestamp it, 2024, 2028. Are things different now? So that's my 2 cents.